My God. Alright, guys. I have to blow off some steam, alright? These past few days, I've been going back and forth between three different games that I've been trying to get into on Xbox Game Pass. So look, if you guys are enjoying it, that's great. I'm glad somebody is. But currently, these past few games that have been launching on Game Pass have been very lackluster experiences for me so far. Not bad games, just games that either frustrate me or are launched in a really buggy state or just not up my alley. First off the bat is Chris Tales. This is a game that I think I like and I want to love, but I can't because it's really buggy. This is a indie RPG that's kind of like it's like a love letter to like old school hardcore RPGs, meaning you can only save in certain spots. There's no auto save. Health doesn't regenerate when you level up. It is pretty challenging, but I do like the combat. I actually like the timing of your blows and your critical hits and stuff. It's a really good turn-based RPG, and it has some originality, like the time crystals and manipulating and taking enemies back in time and poisoning them, and and then you get the gist. I want to like it, but it's so damn buggy. All right, once in a while, your entire party will like go to 1 HP. There's like a 1 HP bug whenever I want to like equip or unequip something. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens sometimes. There's also stat bugs like a party member's speed will be at like 2 instead of like 60 or 50 or whatever. Like there are bugs in this game that's affecting the gameplay. When your speed is that low, you don't get any turns during the combat basically. That's a big fucking problem. There's also a ridiculous amount of load screens. Like before and after every fight, there's a load time. And not short load times either. Not lately, but most of the time, after every load screen, I would have to like disconnect and reconnect my controller every fucking time to continue progressing through Chris Tales. That is unacceptable. It's a great game when everything works, but it doesn't fucking work. And I don't understand why. And I have a feeling it's all Xbox issues. I maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I hope that I'm right and that it's only Xbox One version or whatever. Because I hate to see games with that much potential that is like ruined by bugs. I hate that. It's frustrating. It's depressing whenever I try to play it because I want to enjoy it. I just can't. Um, so yeah, Chris Tales is the first game. I'm waiting for that fucking trucker to stop doing this. He has a fucking 2-inch dick, and he likes doing this to assert dominance on the road. You guys probably can't even hear it anyway, because this camera's audio is shit, but I can hear it. And I can't hear myself fucking think straight. Yeah. Did I tell you I was blowing off steam? Because I've just been very frustrated trying to play new Game Pass games. Now, the second Game Pass game I was actually able to finish, even though it wasn't all that good. It's called Last Stop. It's a British interactive supernatural game that takes place between three story arcs. Oh my god, what is going on out there? I gotta close my window, man. I gotta close my fucking window. Hang on. That might not make much of a difference, but holy shit. Anyway, yeah, Last Stop is a supernatural interactive game where you play as three different people, and their stories don't really connect as well as, say, Detroit Become Human, except for the very last chapter, which was pretty good. You know, Last Stop is the only game out of the four games. Did I say three? Three games that I haven't finished, one that I did. So I've been playing four games, but I finished one. And I could give Last Stop like a 6 out of 10. It's okay. It's just it's just kind of unsatisfying in terms of how it all unfolds. I'm sure I have more to say about it, but I'm just too angry right now to even care. Because I want to talk about the other two games. There is a indie um, puzzle adventure game called Omno, which I just can't get into. I probably played through about half of it, and for me, it's boring. A lot of reviewers are saying it's really good, like it's like fucking like art, like you know how art games they get like that's the funniest thing I did to myself all year. Oh man. Um wow, I might as well be drunk at this point. People are praising it. It's kind of like Journey, the game that came out way back in 2012, only in my opinion not as good. Music isn't as good, art style isn't as good. There's, of course, more puzzles than it is in Journey, and it seems to be a lot longer than Journey, but the puzzles themselves are very frustrating. A lot of people are saying that it's a relaxing take on blah, 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 and I'm playing it and I'm just like, what's the appeal? You know? I mean, I don't understand what's going on. The graphics to me are very, I don't want to say they're lazy, but they're not what I would consider to be unique or artistically, refined. It's like Slime Rancher graphics. Uh which I have been playing once in a while, and that's pretty good. Slime Rancher is pretty fun, but that's not a new game. I'm just talking about new games here. When it's not frustrating, and that's another thing. The controls seem very unresponsive at times. Like when you're trying to grab onto a ledge after a jump, sometimes he'll grab onto it, and sometimes he won't. The platforming feels very clumsy, and I hate platformers. I hate platformers, and I hate most puzzle games because they infuriate me. I admit I'm a pretty impatient gamer. If it doesn't grip me really quickly, I'm probably gonna drop it because I have so many other games to play. Like if I really don't like something, I'm not gonna obligate myself to finish it. Um, when it's not being frustrating, it's just boring. There's not much to do. It's not really open world. It's just like a different levels that you just progress, and basically all you do is climb things and collect orbs, and then proceed to the next area, climb things, collect orbs, and then proceed to the next area. And it did not take me long to be like, all right, man, this game just ain't for me. Again, I'm not gonna call it a bad game because I feel like if I did, that'd be my own bias because I just don't like these kinds of games. But it just doesn't do it for me. I'm no. Uh, and then we have the Ascent. Ascent is a isometric cyberpunk style sci-fi um, twin stick shooter RPG. Yeah, it's a lot of genres rolled into one. And that's another game that I really want to like too, because it has a lot of things that really resonate with me. Like I love the cyberpunk art style. This game looks like if Wasteland and Blade Runner had a baby. It looks gorgeous. It looks dark, gritty, looks very cyberpunkish, right? Gameplay wise, I don't think I like it very much. The aiming feels off. From what I've played so far, the game has this illusion of being like, well, you don't have to fight anyone, right? You can just like walk away or walk around them or whatever. Hostile enemies that don't attack automatically. When I play, they usually attack automatically. I don't have to get that close to them to like detect me, you know? And I have to fight anyone anyway. And a lot of enemies have their own level, right? Which is cool. But they're all over the place. Like you'll have like a level 3 enemy right next to like a level 9 enemy. And I'm only level 2, so of course I get slaughtered. And this is one of those games that's like, oh, it's probably best played in co-op. So I'm like, oh, there we go. There's another game. There's another game that it's not encouraged to play alone because everything is just level to be with other people. Man. Yeah. So this past week and a half has been very disappointing for me with Xbox Game Pass. I've been very disappointed with actually this whole month. There hasn't really been a noteworthy title on Xbox Game Pass that I really care for. And that's disappointing. What's more disappointing is I don't even remember the games, but the games with gold lineup and the PS Plus lineup for next month is awful. There are no games that I have any interest whatsoever in playing. This month, PS Plus did give us Call of Duty Black Ops 4, which is a very noteworthy game that a lot of people would probably be interested in playing. But like table tennis or whatever the hell is coming out, there's gonna be like a couple sports games and shit and like that. Oh man, it almost seems like we're now not getting shit for subscriptions. Honestly, this might be well, I might buy one more month of Game Pass this fall to play, you know, a few games that I want to play, like Forza Horizon 5 and Back for Blood, maybe. Um, but after this year ends, man, oh, and maybe Halo Infinite. But after that, I'm probably not gonna bother with Xbox Game Pass anymore. When I try to play new games that have been coming out lately, I'm just not enjoying them, and I feel like if I just instead buy games that I would rather play personally based on what I know or have seen, I would have a much happier time as a gamer instead of just like playing everything that's being offered for a fee. Like, what about the Forgotten City? Of all the games that have come out last week, the Forgotten City is probably the best one. And it's the only one that did not launch on Game Pass. Why? And it's weird because I've read some articles in the past, you know, a few weeks ago that, oh, you know, the Forgotten City and the Ascent and Omno, these are the games that are going to be launching this month. And like the Forgotten City was just like left out. I probably would have enjoyed that one a lot more than the others. Where's that? All I'm saying is, I tried to play these games and I tried to make a second Game Pass review, you know, like I did last year. But that's not going to happen. All right, chances are I'm probably going to quit all these games. Chris Tales, I might get like way later on PS5 when I finally get a PS5 as like the closest guarantee that I'll have a working fucking copy of that game. But until then, I don't want bad technical issues to spoil an otherwise really good RPG that makes it like pretty much unplayable. I'm sick of games coming out in such a buggy state. I'm sick and tired of games that come out very pretentious, like the creator thinks he's like some amazing artist. Make something that we're all gonna really enjoy. Like don't make some obscure weird game that like the only person on earth who really understands it is yourself. You know, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. I don't know what to say about the Ascent. Maybe if I stick to it, I might like it. I don't know, but it's pretty hard when you're playing alone, and it's just kind of obnoxious. I don't know why. I can't place my finger on it. Out of all the games, The Ascent is the one I've played the least so far, so maybe I'm just wrong about it. Maybe I just need to play more, level up more. I don't know, man. I'm just like, I'm so fatigued by like going back and forth trying different games and getting stuck on it again and going to a different game and getting stuck on that one again. And it's just pissing me the fuck off. Like, I don't know what it is. I just wanted to blow off steam and express my frustration with you guys. Oh my god. You know, sometimes you just gotta take a break, quit, and then maybe come back. But then maybe for the better of your health, probably don't go back. No one says you gotta play every fucking game. I should be telling myself that. So, yeah, I think that's it. I'm not sure when my next video will be, honestly. There are a few new games coming up next month on Game Pass. Like Hades is getting an Xbox One release. Maybe I'll try to cover that. There's another game, I forgot what it was called, coming the week after, called Rubical or I forgot the name of it. It's some dumbass name. It's like a platformer Metroidvania. And then, of course, 12 minutes. If I can't make another Game Pass review by then, like by the end of August, I'm probably just gonna make some weird topic video. Just to let you guys know that I'm still alive and I haven't committed suicide by playing shitty ass fucking games. I will also let you know that there might not even be a top 5 best games of 2021 video, because so far the only video game that I've played so far this year that is even worthy remotely of considering game of the year quality would be Resident Evil Village. In case you guys don't see a top 5 best games this year, Resident Evil Village is my favorite game of the year. There it is. Oh, and by the way, here's my top 50 list of the worst games of 2021. This is shaping up to be like the worst fucking year for video games ever. Worst since 1983, anyway.
The Gamer Gods!